Hey pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So today we are doing a wash and style on my client who came in a couple weeks ago and got a transformation cut and style as well as a relaxer. So today we are going to remove her old tracks and then we're going to be giving her a really good shampoo and conditioner, and we will mold her and add her new tracks in. So you guys definitely stick around for some pro tips on how you're able to manage and also do a style like this at home if you're not able to get into the salon. So for removal of the tracks that we had from the previous time, I'm going to use a little bit of Moist Repair shampoo and just start shampooing her hair as I normally would with the tracks in. Now, shampoo and latex glue typically kind of work hand in hand when it comes on to binding the glue up or allowing that glue or that track to slip off of the hair. So this is the easiest way to remove bonded in tracks as long as they are bonded in the correct way. And then, of course, you're also shampooing the hair all at the same time. Now, what I like to do is just really saturate the hair and the tracks, especially the weft. And then I will start to move the tracks if I feel that they are loose enough to move, as in the one you just saw me remove. Now, some tracks don't remove or move as easy or as fast as others. So you really just want to still be gentle and take your time when it comes on to removing the tracks, because you never know if there's one that is just kind of stuck on the wrong place and you don't want to pull your tracks out directly. You want to just really just work them out with the shampoo on your hair. And then, of course, at the same time, go ahead and give yourself a good wash. Now, I didn't do any form of clarifying shampoo on her hair because she is fine textured. And I know that the Moist Repair would be able to cleanse, but at the same time, it'll still add that hydration to the hair. Now, for her treatment shampoo, I'm using the Hair Repair and Restore shampoo. This is a sulfate-free shampoo, so of course it can be used on natural or relaxed hair. It's also going to be the shampoo for fine textured hair such as hers, where she is fine textured and high porosity. This is going to help to strengthen the hair, and it's also going to help repair those areas where she might have had a lot of damage. Now, once we remove all of the tracks, this is when she, of course, is going to get a good scratch and then also get any residual glue out of the hair at the same time. I like to use just like a little comb and just kind of comb through, and then I'll follow up with the shampoo brush or the agitator, the scalp agitator brush. It's also called a shampoo brush. And this is going to help remove any excess adhesive that might have been stuck onto the hair. It'll also detangle the hair and also stimulate that scalp to give her some good blood flow. Now, I'm rinsing her with warm water, definitely important. And all of the steps that I'm doing right now have been warm water rinses. I don't like to do cold water when we're doing the shampoo process. I only use cold water when we are conditioning. That's super important. Warm water is best with the shampoo. Now, for her conditioner, we are going to do a little bit of the step 2 of our Repair RX system. So that is the Hydrate Conditioner from the Repair RX system. It can be used as a standalone conditioner as well. So I use that as her conditioner for her hair. This can also be used as a deep conditioner or deep hydration conditioner. And then we'll rinse her with cool/cold water. Typically cold water. I like to say cool because it sounds a little bit better, but it's really cold water, you guys. All right, so once the shampoo process is complete, we're going to go ahead and mold her. Now, we did not do a relaxer today. We are just going to kind of work with her hair texture. And then on the next service is when we'll do the relaxer. So I'm going to do my usual technique, which is apply a little bit of gel at the base, right down near the the hairline, yes, or in the nape of the neck. And then I'll use my Elite Silk Wrap Foam to mold her down for the styling process. Now, her crown area is texturized. It's not fully relaxed, which is perfectly fine. We're going to silk that area out. But the reason why we did not fully relax the crown is because we wanted to keep some of that density in that area, especially because she's fine textured and she has some thinning going on in her hairline. Now, for her sides and her back, she can definitely wait another week or two to get her relaxer, which is great because the cuticle is laying nice and smooth. But of course, your mold definitely needs to be as smooth as possible. or you're going to work super hard later on when it comes time for you to curl the area or do any form of styling. So she'll go into the dryer for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then we will start the styling process of adding the extensions to the crown area, and then of course curling the sides and the back. So now her sides and back are officially dry. I'm just using the blow dryer to blow out the crown area. As you guys recall, she did not get a relaxer in that area. She's more texturized in that area. So we still, of course, have to silk that area out as well. Now, for these types of styles, especially for clients where they have situations like alopecia, thinning, or balding, leaving the crown area more, say, texturized than relaxed is not a bad thing. This actually can help in regards to longevity, because you're giving that area time to, number one, grow out. Number two, you're kind of creating that illusion of fullness, because a lot of what I do, especially with clients who have alopecia, is more about illusion, especially with fine textured hair, which is exactly what she has. So I'm going to go ahead and start laying her tracks. I just wanted to kind of comb through her sides and her back just to make sure that everything was nice and smooth, or as smooth as possible. And then for the crown area, before we even lay the tracks, I'm just going to silk her out. Now, because she's fine textured and texturized, I was able to use the 1-inch micro iron. This is the ceramic iron, you guys. So this iron is probably one of the better ceramic irons that I've seen. And it's really good for keeping that density in the hair, especially for clients like her where fine texture hair doesn't typically have any form of density. That doesn't mean that it's damaged. That's just the texture that God gave her. So as I am going through the area, silking her out is definitely something that I would do before applying any type of extensions, which is also a pro tip, definitely, you guys. Applying the extensions in between her textured hair, you're going to end up working a lot harder, because then you won't be able to silk as close to the root. And then at the same time, you won't be able to see or have like a roadmap in regards to direction. So that's another reason why I like to silk her out first. So once I lay the tracks in that area, I can cut them. Her hair is already straight. Her hair is already in the place that it needs to be. And I can see my path. Okay, it's all about just mapping, or like a roadmap of what you're doing. And also understanding density and how to give that illusion of density. So now I'm just going to go ahead and quickly add the tracks to her hair. I did speed the video up because this part of the process goes super quickly. Just making sure that when you guys are laying the tracks that you're putting it in the part. When you have clients whose density is not as full or as full as we'd like it, then the tracks definitely should be put a little closer together. But keep in mind, this is an adhesive that we're using. In regards to hair glue, of course. And you can also double the tracks. That also helps. She's using bundle hair, which for styles like this, I don't recommend bundle hair because it's a little too silky. But in her case, we just used what we had. And then after we applied those tracks, I went ahead and cut her. And I'm just going to add a little bit of Elite Masket in the color black right above the track. This is going to help hide that line between her hair and the weft, especially because she's fine textured. So that helps to shade in that area. Now I'm going to go ahead and curl her sides and back. For the curling of the sides and back, I'm just going to be using the H2 Pro Micro 3/10 of an inch iron. This is the easier iron to use for short hair. It's definitely my go-to. And then, of course, for the longer hair, we'll be using the 1-inch iron. Now, you want to make sure that your curls are nice and smooth. I didn't apply any spray in regards to oil spray to her hair. The main reason is because she is fine textured. And what I find happens is if you apply too much oil or too heavy of an oil to those areas, her hair will lay almost straight, almost like immediately. And it won't last very long. So over time, she can spray a little bit of goddess polish, which will be perfectly fine. But for fine textured hair, especially like hers, you want to leave it nice and light because naturally her body is going to perspire those oil, push out those oils, and that area will become greasy all on its own. And actually, it'll kind of diminish the longevity in the style. So that's another reason why I didn't add too many oils in that area. But over time, like every couple days, she can definitely spray a little bit of goddess polish, and that'll definitely help to give her that sheen. It'll also help to give her environmental heat protectant. And then, of course, it'll give her the ability to just kind of wear her own hair and keep it nice and lustrous. That's really the biggest part to it. Now, let's talk about at-home care. For a style like this, all she's going to do is pin curl the top. She can pin curl it with just a couple bobby pins. And then for her sides and back, she'll just put her scarf around the sides and back and go to her bed. Now, I'm one of those people where I definitely recommend using a bandana rather than a silk scarf. Silk scarves move around a little too much for my liking, and they end up disturbing the curl. Now, for the curling, I am actually using the red plate iron. This is what you guys hear me call it, but it's really called Vivace on our website. This is the 1 3/4 of an inch iron. This is definitely a beginner-friendly iron because it doesn't give you those fish hooks or crooks in the hair that you'll get if you don't really understand how to flat iron properly. This is also a good iron for those who have like bobs or styles where you're just really bumping the area. And it is a ceramic professional grade iron as well. So the 1 3/4 of an inch Vivace is definitely a good iron to use, especially for her type of style or even a bob style. Or if you have really long hair, this will definitely help you cover a lot of ground and not be too direct in regards to the heat. Now, after her hair is completed, you can spray a little bit of like Sebastian Shaper or any type of very light holding hairspray, especially when the hair is fairly new. Like bundle hair, it really has no life to it because it's so silky. So I like to spray a little bit of Sebastian Shaper on that hair just to kind of give it a little bit more texture. And that's another reason why I recommend definitely using pack hair like Milky Way Saga, Empire, any one of those other companies. The hair for a style like this is very cost effective, so it doesn't really require anything super expensive. So you guys just kind of keep that in mind. I know we want to have that A-grade hair and all that good stuff, but when you're trying to blend it with your hair, the bundle hair doesn't really blend as well, especially with our natural hair. So that's another reason why I definitely suggest using the pack hair. It's a little more yucky in feel or a little more texture in feel, but not too textured. So if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also thumbs up this video. Also, you guys comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about the finished product. And then I have a trivia question for you guys. Who can tell me the reason why I did not use heavy oils on her hair? I just mentioned it, so let's see who was listening. But in the meantime, you guys, thanks so much for watching. As I said, comment down below. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.